Welcome back to another video. Now, today we are going to be talking about a very interesting topic. Now, in the previous video, in the subscriber review video that I shared with you guys, I did mention that I'm going to make a review, not a review, but something really interesting about protein. Now, the reason why I made this video is I get a lot of questions. I'm not joking. I get a lot of questions on Instagram. I got a lot of questions on this YouTube channel from subscribers. Which protein do I take? Which is the best protein? What gives me results? Now, what I'm going to be talking about over here is basically to tell you which protein is good quality protein, which protein gives you maximum protein per scoop, and which protein gives you a better pricing. So this is what I'm going to be talking about, and let's get this video started in with the intro. Welcome back, guys. All right, so if you are looking on my screen right now, I have a bunch of protein listed over here. Now, these are brands, their product names, what kind of protein do they use, what category of protein do they belong to, the protein per scoop ratio, like how, out of the one scoop, how much protein do you get, or how much protein is labeled on it. Then you have the protein percentage per scoop. How much protein are you getting per weight of one serving? And the last is the most important thing that we all look into is price per scoop. Now, this is why we are all here. This is why I'm here to look into this data that we have from Indian manufacturers and tell you guys how these all stack up, which protein is the best. Let's start with it. Now, what I've done over here is basically given you, greens and reds. This is to give you a hint on which I think is good quality protein and my reasons for it. Now, whoever wants this in an Excel file, just let me know. I will send this Excel what I have with me to you so that you can take a look at it and make smarter decisions about buying your protein supplement. Guys, this is the main reason that I'm doing this video, because I want you to get the best Indian brand that you can get for your money and not waste your money on buying something which you're not really sure about, because you already know that most of the international brands that gets imported over here are either expensive or they are being made as fake supplements. Now, to avoid all this is why we have a number of Indian supplement brands who has come out with their whey protein, their BCAAs, their pre-workouts and all that stuff. So that's the reason that I'm reviewing this. Now let's go with it. The first brand is Being Nutrition Muscle Wit. Now, as you can see, the protein, what I mentioned over here in the beginning, is the major concentrate of their protein supplement. So if I said concentrate and isolate, that means whey concentrate is their number one ingredient in this protein. And if it's a blend, it's a protein blend. And if it's just a single protein source, it's going to be concentrate or either isolate or either hydrolysate. Now, what I saw is no Indian brand has a single hydrolyzed protein that they are selling. Or maybe I do not check for it. Maybe there are. I think their Muscle Blaze has one of the hydro protein, which is expensive as well. So I honestly do not do it because the expense is way too much to actually give you the benefit of it, or it does not really justify the benefit that it gives for the cost that you are giving it. Now, the reason why I chose a few over this, why I chose Big Muscle, why I chose ProBoost, and why I chose Drex Sports. Now, Big Muscle Superior Whey, ProBoost Whey Supreme are both concentrate and isolate first. Now, the reason why I chose these two is because they use a trademark protein which is Provolac and Avalanche, if I'm not wrong. So these are trademark protein so that their purity and quality is tested by this manufacturer who manufactures this. And this is one of the best quality protein. ProBurst, as you know, I've always advocated for ProBurst. The only reason that I advocated is because it tasted good and it was trademark protein. Because the concentrate, that you're getting 80% protein in the whey concentrate and you're getting 90% of protein in their isolate. None of the other brands in India do this. They just mention that it's concentrate and it's isolate. Some do mention it's 80%, but again, there is no proof for it. This is your proof. Big Muscle and ProBurst protein gives you that proof by including these two protein sources, which is Avalanche and Provolac. I think I'm getting the name right. Now, but let me talk a little bit more about Big Muscle and ProBurst. Now, the protein per scoop is 25 and 24 grams. And if you look at it, the protein percentage per scoop. Now, the scoop size of ProBurst is a little bigger than Big Muscle because of just one reason, because ProBurst uses cocoa bean extract, which adds to the weight. And in Big Muscle, they basically use flavors. So artificial flavors. That's the reason artificial flavors are very less in weight, whereas when you're using an ingredient which is natural, it adds to the weight of the scoop. So that's the reason that you would see 71% against the 80% were Big Muscle versus ProBurst. Now, when you look at the cost, it is almost the same. It is 59 rupees per scoop, and I think it is pretty decent for a good quality protein that you're getting. Now, the next one that I selected for good quality protein is Direct Sports Wild Whey. The only reason that I selected this is because it's an isolate and a concentrate, and it is grass fed. That means it is all natural, guys. They also have a certification and everything that proves that it's grass fed. You can go check out on their website, and this, they have 81% of protein to serving ratio. On the cost side, yes, it is a little high, but you are getting naturally grass fed cows, milk extracted protein. That means isolate and concentrate comes from the grass fed cows. So that is a good point about this, and you get 25 grams per scoop of protein in this, which is pretty great. Now, there are a couple of protein companies that I've selected as bad. Why? I'll let you know. Flex Protein Nude Whey, which is just a concentrate, and it says it's got 24 grams of protein, and the protein per scoop percentage is only 72%. And if you look at the cost for a concentrate, if just compare the cost with the other ones. So you have all these concentrates over here, and everything is listed in 40s and 40s except for NutraBox, which the reason why they have high cost is because they have whey protein with added DHA and MCT. Now, MCT is known for a good recovery. DHA is also known for giving good fatty acids right after workout, which is pretty good. It reduces inflammation as well. So that is the whole reason for adding this DHA and MCT. So that, I would say, justifies the cost. Now, Flex Protein, it definitely does not justify the cost, if you ask me. Now, another one which I marked in red, complete red, is Health Cart Isolate Protein. Now, guys, I mean, there are different brands selling isolate, but if you look at it, 83 rupees per scoop. I mean, that is a very, very hefty price to pay for Health Cart's isolate protein. So that's the reason I marked it in red. Another protein, if you want to buy an isolate protein which is high quality, I would definitely recommend the last one that you see on the list, which is Rectron's isolate whey protein, because that per scoop, it gives you 85% per serving of protein. That means the protein to weight ratio of your scoop size is 85%, and the cost is actually very, very less compared to all the other isolates that I've listed over here. Well, only 3, but yeah, so per serving is 50 rupees for this isolate. Now, one topic that I really, really wanted to talk to you guys about was how these Indian companies miss on a major thing that they're not adding. Now, all this is fine when it comes to whey protein, but There is also another consideration to be taken, which is your micellar casein or your casein protein. Adding, adding blends, protein blends, it has to be a good blend with whey, with egg, with micellar casein, fast acting, slow acting, medium acting, or medium absorbing, protein. This is what makes protein supplement greater than the regular protein that you get, like concentrate and isolate. There is no harm in taking these, but if you want to actually benefit a little bit more from your protein supplement, it's always beneficial to take something which is fast acting, medium acting, and slow acting. That means fast acting was always whey, concentrate, isolate, hydrolysate, anything. Concentrate would take, let's say, 30 to 40 minutes. When you're moving into a medium acting, which is egg protein, it will take maybe an hour to two. And when you take to casein, it goes from 3 to 4 hours to 8 hours. So that's what I'm talking about. That this ensures that the amino acid is always, or at least present for a longer time in your body, and it's actually breaking down the protein slowly. That means you always have that amino acid flowing in your muscle cells, in your blood cells. This is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this video was really informative, guys, because I did put in quite a bit of effort digging down to all these brands and trying to see which protein would be best for you to take. Now, one thing that I missed out is the number 9, which is Sinew Nutrition Palladium Whey, which is whey concentrate and isolate blend. Now, this protein is actually the most cheap or the cheapest protein that you can buy, with 39 rupees per scoop is the price, and it gives an 80% of protein to scoop ratio with 24 grams per scoop of protein. So guys, check this out, check these brands out, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you like the video, give it a huge thumbs up, and if you're watching this video for the first time, subscribe to my channel. There's a lot more informative videos that I'm going to put up for you guys, so that you can get, or you can make smarter decisions when it comes to supplements. You can make smarter decisions when it comes to training. You can make smarter decisions when it comes to your diet. That's it from Soul Nation. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye.